Okay, so let's quickly understand how to install Oracle in Windows operating system. So it's very simple. You start with Google, like Oracle download. Click on any link. So you may go a little down. You try with database. So if you see, you can see Oracle 12c, Oracle 11g, Enterprise Edition, Express Edition. Okay. So at the time, like after a couple of months, you may see 12g, you may see 13g, and so on. So you can go ahead with this Oracle database 11g Express Edition. You don't need any license. The difference between Express and standard or enterprise is they really need license, and then this does not need any license, and it is free. So click on Express Edition. Now from here what we will do is you accept the license, and then which one to choose depends on where you want to install, right? So if you have Windows 64-bit, click on this. It will ask you to enter your username and password. If you don't have any account, you can just click on create account. I have my account long back I created. Let me just try it out with that. Okay, so as soon as you log in, it will start downloading the software. Say start download. Oracle is getting downloaded. All right, so once it is downloaded successfully, you can say open folder. You got a zip here, right? So what I'll do, I'll copy this zip into this location. Okay, so it is already there. Okay, so if it is already there, then I'll just skip it. So this is what you get after once you download your Oracle Express Edition 11G from internet. Okay, now let me unzip this file. Let's wait till it gets extracted. Right, so we have extracted this successfully into a folder, right? Go inside this, you'll find disk one. Go inside this, you'll find a setup file here. Okay, now what we will do is, before I start the setup, let me say Control R. Okay, and let me open command prompt. Okay, now let me here type SQL plus. You will not see any command called SQL plus because Oracle is not installed in your laptop currently. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's double click on this setup. Yes. Now this will start. Okay, now you get this installation window. Just say next. I accept. Next. Now where do you want to install your Oracle? So I'll choose default C drive. You can go ahead with the default installation. Next. Password. So it'll ask you to enter some password. So let me put the password as manager. Okay, so I have kept my password manager. Okay, so it gives you some port number details and all. You cannot change it. Say install. Let me also do something like this. I'll open services.msc. Just type services.msc. So this will bring a window where you can see all the services running on your Windows operating system. So once you install this Oracle successfully, you should be able to find some services here with O. Okay, now you check it out here. You got Oracle TNS listener. Similarly, you'll get 3-4 more services, and this should be running. Okay, and if it is not running, then you have to run it manually. Like mostly whenever I do a fresh installation, I always find them running, so you don't really have to worry on it. However, because of any reason, if your Oracle is not working out, please visit the services and then check if they are running or not. If they're not running, you can just right click and say start or stop or pause or resume or restart. Okay, so let's wait for some more time. Okay, so once all those things are done, you will get this final dialog box which says finish, and your Oracle is successfully installed. Okay, now let me go back to the services again. Do I need to refresh? I may have to. This may refresh. Okay, now if you see, you got a couple of Oracle services here. Okay, out of which all you need is Oracle Services XE and Oracle XE TNS listener. These two should be up and running. If one of them are not running, please run it on your own. Right click and then say restart, start, stop, pause, whatever you want. Okay, so you have to make sure that these two services are running. Next, now let me go back to my terminal again. I'll close this, open a new terminal, CMD, and let me again type SQL plus. Okay, so this time if you see, it has recognized our SQL plus command, and it is asking you to enter the username and password, right? So the username is system, the default username is system, and password is manager. If you remember, I had typed on password. Okay, and you are connected. Okay, that means your installation is successful on your Windows operating system. Okay, now the same thing here, create table name, whatever we used to do. We'll be exploring that slowly. Okay, but this is all about your installation in Windows. Are we all clear? Can I get yes from everyone, please?